next tip is going to be about using papers. You need to use the best quality papers for your brush lettering. When it comes to papers, you can use different variety of them. The first would be the printing papers. Now this is very commonly used in every household and you can easily get it at any kind of stationery shops. So this is very easily available and you can practice on these kind of papers if you want to do any kind of basic drills or any rough lettering and want to practice it. Although printing papers are really helpful for practicing, but I would really suggest that if you want to go with watercolors or want to blend brush pens, then I would suggest not to use these kind of printing papers. You can only do one brush pen hand lettering with these papers. The next is the sketchbooks or the journals. Now I'm using this journal by Factor Notes and it is great for doing simple watercolor washes and a slight bit of blending if I want to do. And this one has dot grid pages which helps me with the brush lettering as well. So these kind of sketchbooks or journals which have grids or lines will help you to achieve more and more proficiency at the brush lettering. Now the guidelines that are there on the grid will help you with your strokes and you will have a well balanced hand lettered quote or a word that you are practicing. It is not necessary to just use the dot grid journals or sketchbooks. You can even use the square grid journals or you can use the one-liner books or sketchbooks, whichever you prefer. Now the third type of paper that you can use for brush lettering would be the artist grade watercolor papers. These are very versatile or you can also use them for watercolors as well as brush lettering. So I used watercolor papers a lot when we had the project of watercolors X brush lettering. So I would really suggest you to visit that class and you will get to know a lot about these papers. So these papers are great for watercolors, they are great for blending the paints and they are great for brush lettering as well. You will get to know more in the previous projects, so please do visit that.